In the beginning of my business journey, I noticed that people were showing their support and that they cared for me by airing their concerns and fears. Not necessarily very helpful, but it took me a while to realize that the concern they were airing was not to put me down, but their way of showing their love, that they cared for me. And when I could see that that was what it was, I could meet it in a totally different way. Welcome to Healing Business, the podcast for healers, practitioners, and intuitive business owners who are ready for more flow, abundance, and impact. I'm your host, Frida Cabo, business coach, healer, and bridge builder. I'm a Swede living in the bush in the far north of New Zealand, supporting clients around the world to grow businesses that truly work for them. In this space, I share conversations, practical insights, and a touch of magic to support you as you step into your next level, whatever that looks like for you. Are you ready? Let's begin. Feeling alone in business is normal. You're taking full responsibility for your life and income and creating something that not everyone understands. Not even ourselves at times. I felt alone many times on this journey. And I feel like this is something we need to talk about more. So that's what I'm going to do in this episode. When the people around us are not on the same page and don't understand or support us, it can leave us feeling misunderstood and lonely. As healers, we can easily end up in the helper role and help everyone else and let no one support us. So that's why I want to create more awareness around this. So what does support really mean? The dictionary says, support refers to the act of providing assistance, encouragement, or help to someone or something. It can also mean to uphold or maintain a structure, idea, or cause. What does support mean to you? There are many kinds of support: emotional, energetic, strategic, spiritual, peer-level support, everyday ground-level support, and support that strengthens your nervous system and your business. So this support to be had on many levels. And you need to be your own best supporter because only you know what you need. You don't necessarily need to give it to yourself, but you need to be aware of it, communicate it, and receive it. No one else will do that for you. And we're not meant to go through life alone. We can get support from so many places. You're the boss of your life and your business. Be the boss of your support as well. Take responsibility of that. So the people around us are important. Jim Rohn has even said that you're an average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. What would that mean for you? Who do you have around you? What values do they stand for? What is the feedback you're getting from them? Because they do affect us. You can notice that just by going to your parents' place and all of a sudden you're a child again, right? The people around us and how they see us and how they act towards us, that really affects us. And just by becoming aware of it and look at it and explore it, we can change it. And especially in the beginning of my business journey, I noticed that people were showing their support and that they cared for me by airing their concerns and fears. Not necessarily very helpful, but it took me a while to realize that the concern they were airing was not to put me down, but their way of showing their love, that they cared for me. And when I could see that that was what it was, I could meet it in a totally different way. So do you have someone like that is showing their love and support in a not very supportive way? Just take it for what it is. You don't have to take it to heart. It's just their way, and what is coming out of their head has more to do with their fears and their worries than it has to do with you and your vision, because they don't really know your vision. You can't change anyone else, but you can change your expectations and views of them. It can be easy to think that our spouses should be supporting us in every way, but the truth is they can't. Just like you can't support them in every way, no matter how much you try. We need other people. It's just not meant to be 2 people and no one else. It's a society. It's a community. It's connection. We need each other, not just one person. But you can decide what role they have. And if you look at this more consciously and really decide what role they have, it will be clearer for you as well. So my husband is amazing, and he doesn't have to understand what I'm doing took me a while to figure that out. I can add other people in my life to talk about these things. He's an IT developer, so I don't understand what he's talking about either. But he's my life partner, and he's also very practical, which is very handy when I go into my dreamer mode. I like the saying, if two people are the same in a relationship, one of them is unnecessary. I learn so much from him, and he supports me in his way. By becoming really clear about what support I want and what he can and cannot give me, I have been able to find that elsewhere. I have a support team, a list of people for different things. They don't necessarily know that they're on my support team. There are both paid services and people who have become really good friends. So many different things that I need support with that they're on my list. So how do we find support if we don't have it? Well, one way is to pay for it. There's so many services out there. As a healer, there's so many different modalities and different people and different things that we can pay for and receive support like that. But also friends and community connections. Having moved around a lot, the easiest way is to do an activity that you enjoy and do things together with new people. It can feel really scary at first, but what I've seen, most people are really nice and supportive if you let them. If they're not, it's not your people. You might have to give it a couple of times with different groups, and it takes some time to build relationships. It's a balance of giving and receiving, and that's a really good lesson as well. But the first step is to open up for the possibility that there is support and like-minded people, and be curious to see when your people turn up. There might be someone out there who's looking for you. Have you thought of that? And support doesn't make you weaker. It makes your mission more sustainable. So here are the questions for today. What does support mean to you? What kinds of roles do the people already in your life have? Just look at that and become aware of that. What are their roles? And what are they not? Third question, what support do you want to call in? What is lacking in your life? What is it that you want? And focus on what you want instead of the lack. Focus on what you want to call in. And be curious about what shows up. And remember, the right people want to support you. You just have to let them. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to follow or subscribe so you don't miss what's next. And if you're feeling inspired, I'd love for you to share this podcast with a friend who's on the same path. You can also find me on Instagram at Frida Cabo, or head over to fridacabo.com to learn more about how I support healers and intuitive business owners like you. Until next time, stay grounded, stay open, and keep trusting your magic.